Hello.
Lizzy, Brian Rademacher, Rockeyez, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, man?
Very good, very good. What do you think when they say he's back?
I think it's pretty awesome because I was gone for a long time.
Right? Yeah. What? 3 years?
3 years. I didn't even think that I was ever going to play music again. So, to me, it's pretty cool.
Right.
To be back.
Wow.
So,
Lizzy DeVine,
yeah.
the big name on the marquee at the Whiskey A Go-Go. You just played Cruefest. I mean, you're back, man. You're back.
Yeah, it was cool to have the first show at the Whiskey at Cruefest because that's where it all started for me and Jenna. Our first show ever booked was at Cruefest in 2005.
Right.
So it was almost like it come full circle, and now I can have a fresh start and try to do it one more time.
Wow.
That's what I love to do.
Wow. And originally, you put out a 4-song demo back in the day, and that's really what started it all, or what happened?
The story is we started the band in January of 2005. After a week, we recorded one song, put that online at the end of January, so like 29 days after we started the band. Somebody from Cruefest heard our song online, and they sent me an email asking if we wanted to play.
Wow.
And I thought it was a joke at first, so I didn't even respond. Then a few days later, another email came, and well, maybe this is real. So we started talking about it, and figured out it was real. And we said, yeah, why the hell not? Let's go. So we took a chance and flew out to Hollywood 6 months later and played a show at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in front of 25 people. But it changed my life. It changed my life because the right people saw us. And everything I started rolling, then everything seemed so easy for a while. It was a fun ride.
Wow. And Steve Rachel, I guess, really helped the band, the guy from Metal Sludge and Tough, and, he managed you guys?
Yeah, definitely. He was the one, he played Cruefest that year as well, and was just dropping off his merchandise at 4 when we played, and he happened to see us. So he was at the right place at the right time, and we played at the right time at the right place. So, and just the day after Cruefest, he took us to Gilby Clark to record a few demos, and then everything started rolling from there on. He really changed my life. He helped me out so much. Without him, I wouldn't have done nearly anything that I accomplished so far. That's really cool.
Right. And then you had Lit It Up, Let Down, 2006. That was the debut, and that did really good. And then you moved on to the next CD, which really, Enemy and Me, exploded. That's still one of my favorite songs, and I even watch the video all the time on YouTube. That's a really impact song for me.
Well, thank you very much. It's one of my favorite songs, too. It's it took the band into a little different direction. We got a little bit more modern, but still had that sleazy edge to it, and that's the type of music I love. I like that a little more, I don't know, to me it sounds more modern than Lit Up, Let Down did, and a lot of people have said that they love that song, so it's cool. It was all over the place for a while, too. It was in a few movies that Bam Margera put out and shit like that, so we were lucky to write that song.
Cool. Now, how'd the Cruefest thing, how was that approached? Did somebody ask you, or did you submit something, and how'd that go down?
This year?
Yes.
Yeah, I just decided that I wanted to get back into music after 3 years of doing nothing, so I was like, how can I do this? And I know all the guys that takes care of Cruefest. So I just shot an email to Nick, one of the guys who run it, and asked, well, is there a slot for me to play this year? And he was like, hell yes. And that's it. So I approached them because they didn't know that I was playing music anymore, because I didn't for a long time. So So it was really cool for them to just let me play because they had all the bands booked already. So they made sure I got a slot, and I'm so happy for that.
Cool.
It was fun.
Cool.
It's always fun to play Cruefest. It's like a family, so it's awesome.
When you first stepped on that stage after 3 years, what was the feeling like, and what was going through your mind?
It felt natural. It felt like back in the day, like nothing had ever changed. The only difference was there was different guys in the band, but it was amazing. That's what I really love to do. So it's like, I don't know, it's the best high you can ever achieve in life. So I got even more hungry after that, so I'm ready to do some more shows.
Cool, cool. Now with that 3 years, what did you do for 3 years?
I lived a normal life. I had a normal job. I lived in Nashville. I moved to Nashville and got a job at Gibson Guitars. I made guitars for a living and paid my bills, bought groceries, slept, and went to work. And that's all I did for 3 years.
Wow. Now you're full steam ahead. I see you, starting to make logos for the new band. You're making music for the new band. And I think you have something coming up on iTunes or something like that I was reading about. Can you tell me anything about that stuff?
There's no new material quite yet. I've written a lot throughout these 3 years, but I'm not satisfied with anything. I'm especially when I wasn't focused on really doing music, I start something and never finish it. But now it's a whole different story, because now when I set my sight on something, I get obsessed with it, and all my energy and time and focus goes towards that. So it's going to happen. Now I started writing with some people. I talked to Michael Thomas, if you know who that is. He was in Beautiful Creatures for a while.
Oh, yes, I know him very well. He's a good friend.
Yeah, we're going to start co-writing some music together, so we'll see what can come out of that. Because I like his style. I like the way he plays and writes, so that could be interesting. So we talked about that, so that's going to happen. And hopefully I'll get something cooking pretty soon.
Cool.
And
cool. And Michael's a great guy, because I know him all the way back from when he was the frontman for his own band called Fastback, and I went to see them.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a great frontman. He's also a great guitarist. He's a great writer too. So I'm glad you're working with that guy, because Michael is a top-notch person in my book. Now, when you left for 3 years again, going back to that again, but I mean, like, what was in your mind? Leaving the fans?
I don't know. I was when I quit Veins. It was I was so tired of it, because it wasn't fun anymore. I was kind of selfish. I didn't think about anybody but myself. I didn't even think I had fans. It wasn't until recently I really started realizing, man, there's still people out there that liked what I did and still like what I do.
Right.
Because I wanted to leave everything behind and just live a normal life. So I didn't really pay attention to anything. And I'm lucky to be able to be gone for 3 years and still have people remember what I did and still wanting to hear more music. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know if I deserve it, but I'm very, very thankful for the people who stuck around.
Wow, that got to be exciting, taking a little time off. A lot of people take time off, but I mean, to finally go back to your passion, and the fans will, reap the benefits of your music. And what does the road ahead look like for you guys?
I don't really know yet. I'll take it day by day, and because this is what I really liked. That's what I liked about being in Veins with Jenna too. Was in the beginning all the struggle and all the little things that happen. You get a little show there, you meet that person, or you get a fan buying a CD and say they love the song. It's those little things. I love doing that, and that's pretty much what I'm starting off doing now too. Like, see what happens. Just if I play a show in front of like 10 people, it's super exciting to me right now.
Right. Wow.
Because after a while in Veins with Jenna, things got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and we got so used to everything, and the excitement almost disappeared.
Right.
And you were like, you almost took things for granted, and then, damn. And we started having silly arguments about stupid shit. You know how it is. You start bitching about, oh, why can't this happen? Oh, we've done this, but what can we do now? So it wasn't fun anymore. I really like that struggle in the beginning, and that's what I get to do now. Even if I never get to like to the point where I can make money doing music or like go on a big tour, it doesn't matter. It's just that excitement of just doing those small things that I love right now, and hopefully it will last for a while.
Cool.
I'd rather have small things happen throughout my whole life than one major thing and nothing else.
Right. Now, do you feel you actually even need a label anymore with the internet?
No, I wouldn't want a label, actually. It's not that much they can do for you anymore. They cost you more money than they make you. So with the internet these days, you can put everything out by yourself, and fans can buy it online on iTunes. So it's like you don't really need it. It could be good to get the help to get your name out there, but if you have a lot of friends, they can spread the word. That's as good or even better.
Cool.
I don't know. I never really liked the whole label thing. Too much drama and shit going on when it comes to that. But if there was a big label coming after me and offered me a few dollars to put out a big CD, I might consider it, of course.
Right. So when can we expect new music?
Sooner than later, hopefully. I want to try to get something new out before the end of the year, hopefully prior, at least a single. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. To start, I just want to go out and play some shows, do some of the old stuff that people haven't heard for a while, the old Lizzy DeVine songs that people still seem to like. So I'm going to start off there, and as the writing progresses and me and Michael Thomas works a little bit more, who knows?
Cool.
Maybe there will be something out in a month or in a few.
Wow.
We'll see. I'll let you know.
Make sure you come to the New York area, because fans are dying to see you again.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out and play some shows all over the place. I actually have only have one show booked right now. I'm playing the Whisky again on September 27th. So that's going to be cool.
Wow.
I'm actually playing with Tough, with Steve Rochelle, my former manager. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be cool. We only did like a few shows together, so we're doing that again. And the Whiskey's always a fun, awesome place to play. So I'm excited for that.
Cool. Well, I congratulate you, and I'm so glad you're back, because like I saw you at Starland Ballroom, I saw you at Dingbats, I saw you at a couple other shows in the New York area, and you guys are amazing. And like I said, Enemy and Me, when I hear that song on stage, it blows me away, and I can't wait for the new stuff, especially you working with Michael Thomas. I mean, you know, two great collaborators. You can't ask for more, and I wish you the best, man. You know, and
well, thank you.
Would you like to say anything to the fans out there? It's a long time coming.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for all the support, and hopefully you won't be disappointed when new stuff comes out. I'm going in the same direction as Enemy in Me, actually, because that's the way I write. So I think people are gonna be pleased, and keep your eyes and ears open, because it will be out there very shortly.
Wow! Congratulations, Lizzy.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Talk to you. Bye-bye.